your 2026 Kansas City Chiefs.
Bitter rivals going back to their AFL days in the 1960s. The Chiefs and Raiders are underway. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Right to the air is Mahomes. This one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
It's a gain of 9.
And their coach told us the other day that they wanted to get him in a nice groove right out of the gate. And one way to do that, give him quick throws where he can get the ball out of his hand in a hurry, as he did there.
2nd down and a yard. Now Mahomes. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
A gain of 10 yards. And a Kansas City Chiefs first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Quick slant to Brown. It'll be a gain of 5. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Mahomes going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Sets up.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Well, that's one way and a good way to get things going offensively. One play in, and they're already on the move. The defense, they're hoping that's not a sign of things to come as this game unfolds.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. That time a 9-play drive. And it's Hollywood, Marquise Brown, who finishes it off with the touchdown.
Harrison Butker to kick
now
off
after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the former Hoosier, their rookie quarterback from Indiana.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Operating from the gun, Mendoza. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Mendoza now from the gun on 3rd down. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Raiders.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
On 1st down, it's Jeanty. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And here's Mendoza off the play fake. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. A run out of the gun with Genty. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Now Mendoza operating from the gun. Over the middle, complete. It's Tucker.
Complete to Trey Tucker. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 8.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Back to throw. Mendoza. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
And that was well defended. And as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Back deep for KC, Xavier Worthy. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
And 3 at the 13-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. Caught by Rice. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. 1st down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now 3rd down and 7. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
To throw is Mendoza. Throwing to start the drive. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Now a 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
KC's offense ready to take over. They take over here with good field position thanks to that nice return after the interception, as they're already in the red zone, 1st and 10. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they certainly got dented with that 1st down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Second and 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. A quick hitter, complete. It's Rice. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll try for the first with Walker. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the 1st down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. The sack will push him back only a couple yards, but certainly not what they were hoping for on 1st and goal.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. From the gun, it's Walker. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Chiefs are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Raiders, nothing.
That time a 6-play drive. And it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone.
Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Looking to put a drive together. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
That's good.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Mendoza. This complete to Lockett. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
A run straight ahead with Genty. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Once again, it's Genty. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Intended for Trey Tucker. Incomplete. Noel Williams on coverage.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Mendoza. That's complete. It's Ashton Genty. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Gay knocks this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Matt Gay set
after the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man right side is Rice. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Mahomes now to throw. That is caught. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
17 yards. And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
7-yard gain.
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
First down.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. He's got room at the 30, and he'll be taken down at the 26. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain. That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And Mahomes will do it himself. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the first.
Gain of 15 yards. And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
Back to throw here. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll drop to throw. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Chiefs add 6 to their lead. So 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they're a PAT from going up 21-3.
And there's no doubt in my mind, you're liking what you're seeing so far, aren't you?
It's unbelievable. Like a well-oiled machine, if you will.
What's really tough, though, that defense, they're leaping the shadows at this point. They don't know which way to go. They're being hit in every direction, and they have no answers thus far.
Butker now to add the extra point. And it's 21-3. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10. As opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. The drive will begin with a run by Genty. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
First carry of the game for Zamir White. They get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
They go play action here on 1st down. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw. Mendoza. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. up the middle. It's Genty. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll go again with Genty. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. He's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and run the option. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Open man is Naylor. He's got it. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Chiefs' 26-yard line.
Now 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Mendoza. They'll get this out to Genty. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Back to throw. Mendoza. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Las Vegas first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. 14 yards. And the Raiders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. So that one, a 13-play drive in total. And it was finished off by the 14-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Chiefs offense and Rashee Rice headed back onto the field. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Kansas City Chiefs first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hanson. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hanson with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground with Genty. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was, because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back, because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Mendoza. Throw left side, pulled in by Tucker. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Trey Tucker, 51 yards. And the Raiders have cut it back within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for two.
The Raiders will line up for the two-point conversion.
They're going to try and run. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a two-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more two-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 13 yards there at a Kansas City first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down.
That time on the run-pass option when he decided to throw it. Not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple option quarterback in college because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
Now it's Mahomes again. Walker with a grab, left side. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Mahomes going to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 13-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Throwing now is Mahomes. Throw out wide to Walker. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Butker's kick here is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Harrison Butker.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
Their own 27-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 1. A give out of the gun to Genty. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Genty. Gets around him. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas 1st. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he stopped immediately there. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction.
And the Chiefs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. What did you see there, Charles, on that interception from the rookie?
They've shown him certain looks on defense throughout the first half, and they pulled the string here in the second half because he got used to those looks, and they showed the exact same thing, but changed it up just a little bit where he thought something was open, and now, with the change in defense, it no longer was.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And the Raiders have got him. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
How about that one? The so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They'll set up a throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And a Kansas City Chiefs down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage there, partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him think.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, then he curls back inside for the completion.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Again, it's Walker. And he'll go down at the 28. 50 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still 1st down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Now here's Mahomes. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Mahomes to throw. To the sideline and incomplete.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call him for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Raiders.
If you think about it, that's a pretty important second-half field goal, Charles. That now stretches this to 2 possessions and really kind of ratchets up the pressure on that opposing sideline.
It certainly does, because that interception and adding a field goal to it, that puts them in firm control of this game right now. They're about one more big stop from putting this thing absolutely out of reach.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be second down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. 2nd and 9 now. This complete to Lockett. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
That's over the middle. He finds Naylor. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Back to throw again. That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right, safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Short throw caught by Bowers. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Las Vegas, first down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Las Vegas.
Off play action. Mendoza. Pass complete right side to Bowers. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 12 more yards there and another first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
That's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
At the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 9.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Mendoza. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
33-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. And you get a look at the numbers. They don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one as a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. In motion goes the tight end. Back to Walker on first down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Across midfield to the 49-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Mahomes now to throw. And his pass incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, and it's third down.
Third down and 8 yards to go.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. This one goes underneath to Walker. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
First down. First and
We
10
always
at the
talk about
38-yard
having to
line.
read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Second and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A good pickup there at 22.
yards.
Bottom line is that he is just something else as a runner because there are not many QBs in this league who can rip off a game that big, and he did it with the defense giving him a little extra attention after he hit him on a run earlier this series.
Straight ahead, Walker. He will push his way down to about the 14. The tackle made by Landon Roberts.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, it's complete. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Walker. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for him. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling him for a loss.
Second down and goal. Mahomes. That is caught by Rice for a Chiefs touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Chiefs have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Raiders offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
First down, Raiders.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This is caught by Tucker. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? On first down, he'll drop to throw. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 18-yard line.
Just need a yard here. Second and 1. Operating from the gun. Mendoza. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
The Arrowhead crowd in full roar. Here's third down. It's a quarterback sneak. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on third and 1. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. The ball on the 16 for second and 10. Back to throw. Mendoza. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Brock Bowers, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Important extra point up and through, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
26.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The home team's offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw, Mahomes. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. To throw is Mahomes. Got a man. It's Brown.
Mahomes pass. Complete to number 5, Marquise Brown. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 6.
A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. Mahomes to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, you know, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about that because so many times we'll see teams come out slow and take a while to get going, and points become a little bit harder to score near the end of games, as we know, because everyone tightens down. But no such issues in this game. The scoring started right away and held up at a steady clip the remainder of the game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our